What part did God play in my journey out of homosexuality? Well, God has played the only role. He's the maker, the creator of the universe. Romans 8:28 says that He takes everything and uses it for good. How could He take an arrest? How could He take the 2 articles on the front page of my local newspaper? How could He take that shame and use it? And yet, He knew that that's what it would take for me to get the help that I needed. And He has been there every step with me. Sometimes I forget He's there and I get discouraged. And sometimes I don't let Him have the control that He should have, and I take control. But God is always there, and I guess the best role He's played is He's my friend. He understands everything about me, and He still loves me.
The Bible does have some pretty strong teachings on the issue of homosexuality. And early on for me, I would always view that as a teaching on homosexuality. I would pick that out of the list and say, okay, the Bible says homosexuality is really, really bad. The Bible says homosexuality is really, really, really frightening, and it's going to doom me to hell. And as I had grown with the Lord, I started to notice that every time it was brought up, it was with a bunch of other things that never made the list for most people. And I would just notice that gossip was in the same list with homosexuality a lot. Or hating my parents, which I did, was in the same list a lot. And so I don't think the Bible addresses homosexuality and pulls it out of the context and say, okay, these people are really, really bad, and these people really, really need help. But it's actually included in a list of a whole lot of things that people need to address. I think instead of trying to understand what the Bible said about homosexuality, I noticed that the Bible just started talking about what are the things that people permit in their lives that kind of separate them from other people and separate them from God.
Questions? We've got so many, don't we? Who am I? Where am I headed? What sort of journey am I on? I'm Joe Dallas, and I want to welcome you to this series, Hope for Wholeness, and today's episode titled, Where is God in My Journey?